Youth Entrepreneurs help students start real businesses. We ignite passion, open doors, and transform minds. Kids are learning business, but they're also learning to dream, build confidence, have hope.
What I loved about YE is it exposed our students to what being an entrepreneur looks like, to owning their own business, to the idea of markets and making money and profits and losses.
They got to think a little bit for themselves, think out of the box a little bit, come up with their own ideas rather than having somebody try to spoon feed it to them. And they really took off. I mean, they really seemed to enjoy that.
The goal of Stand Together and Youth Entrepreneurs is to figure out each child's potential and maximize their chance for success.
We got this program where we can start launching this, a curriculum, lessons built that I could do more than just talk about it, that we could actually teach concepts that they could use immediately. You have a chance to run a business and make money. That was the little hook, the little fish hook for them.
We learned skills that we actually got to use on market day, and then when they were successful, you're like, wow, we can actually use those things that we learned.
My favorite day was definitely market day. So market day, we did it in the cafeteria. We moved our tables along the edges and moved the other tables out of the way, and then we sold our products.
So in the beginning, when they told us we had to sell something, we instantly thought of food, because I feel like middle schoolers really love food.
We sold popcorn, donut holes, and Kool-Aid.
We sold Japanese roll cake and Filipino egg rolls.
Everyone else was doing something food related. I was like, okay, let me be different. So when I thought, okay, what's things that girls could enjoy? So I was like, okay, most girls in this school love lip gloss and hair products. I was like, okay, this would be a good thing to sell in our school. I knew it would make a lot of profit and money.
The idea of an entrepreneur is somebody who solves problems and does it for profit. And so in other words, they do it for a purpose. So it's not just about solving it at the expense of somebody else. There's a ton of values that they are also taught through the program.
We start by teaching them fundamental values of the program. And these are values that aren't just with this program, but they're values that can be used in any part of your life.
What I loved about it is problems would occur, but the YE philosophy and the way we approach things using the YE curriculum is not to be scared of those problems, but really to let our students navigate through those problems.
We ran out of popcorn about halfway through the experience. We started raising our prices at that point.
We started running out of products, so we had to think quick. So I was like, okay, what do? We were kind of panicking, like, will we have enough stuff?
We made money off of the business, and we had debt to pay back. And in the beginning, I was kind of like, oh, are we gonna make enough money? So when we paid back our debt, that felt nice. And then having that extra money to keep to ourselves was good.
The dream would be to see students starting businesses in Sioux Falls. I talk to them about, I don't want them just to graduate from high school. I want them to move from being the employee to being the boss. We always say in education that you're our future. Well, these kids, when they're 19 to 29, wouldn't it be amazing to see this group of business entrepreneurs in Sioux Falls changing the game for us?
What we see when kids get engaged is it affects all parts of their life. It carries over as far as their self-esteem, their willingness to try things, the teamwork, education, and it gives them a hope for the future.
They made some huge strides in self-confidence. They had to get up in front of the whole group, and they had to talk, and they had to present their ideas, and that's difficult for 8th grade kids. It's difficult for adults, but it's difficult for 8th grade kids.
Social-wise, having to interact with the customers that came and be quick on my toes, it made me more confident.
It helped me grow more confident when speaking to others.
After that class, I've learned how to save money, learned how to sell things and stuff like that. So I'm like, I might try to continue my own business.
One thing that will always be in stores, we'll always have problems. So I think to have individuals that from middle school on or even from elementary on are already thinking of problems as an opportunity that provides value and brings benefit to them, but also brings benefit to the people around them. That's a win-win for our community.
To watch light bulbs go on in the kids' heads over and over again, every lesson they're just going, oh. So they're learning all these lessons that we can only talk about as teachers and slowly do little lessons, but here it was a whole curriculum and a lot of great things happened.
The passion that they showed, that was fun to watch. Some of the ideas they came up with, I was totally amazed at, because I can tell you that's not something I ever would have thought of. That excited me a lot. That, to me, is the reason I teach.
99% of Youth Entrepreneur students graduate high school. 61% earn a bachelor's degree or higher. 1 in 3 start a business. All of us are better for it.